We've been doing a series on Go-Go Running Track Club members and people in Rome and just their running history and their passion for the sport. And Keon or Ann, why don't you talk about kind of your running background and maybe why you're passionate about the sport.
Okay, before I begin, I want to give much credit to Ann. I know she's been kind of overshadowed by all the what accomplishment that I had, but everything that I'm about to say, she's done it too. So the
Awesome.
distance, number races, maybe times might not be equal, but she owns a lot of credit as much as I do.
That's awesome. Now you've run a marathon in every state in the United States, right?
Plus D.C. We began back in 1997, I believe, and it took us about almost 10 years. So that's most of them in last 3 years. We began in 1997 and we finished in 2006 in Honolulu, Hawaii. It's one of the accomplishments is having the marathon record. At age 50, to me, I thought it was kind of impressive to me. Is at Oregon at the Sauvie Island, I did 3:14:04, which is my marathon record.
Wow. And that was at age 50?
That's right.
And how many did you do that year? How many marathons?
I would say one per month, so roughly
Wow.
about 12, if not more. Like I said, most of them came about last 3 years.
Wow. And Ann, did you do all of those as well?
Yeah, I did, but some of them I did half.
Oh, some of them you did the half.
Yeah,
Wow.
she did all the marathons. If there was no half marathon available, if there was a half marathon available, she did half. Otherwise, she didn't have choice, so she went ahead and do a full marathon.
So about 25.
Yeah, she did about 25 full marathons and the rest of them half.
And what is this award you guys got here?
She accomplished just as much as I did. And like I said, the number of races, the distance, she did right along with me. This race is the Grand Prix race. Supposedly, it's the largest Grand Prix series in the United States. It consists of over 400 races, and you get to choose whichever you want to run, and you accumulate points. And that year, we ran over 106 races. That's averaging 2 races per week. And we have accumulated most points. We're probably the first couple have won the series, and I think we still hold that record as a couple. And I remember one weekend we ran a race Friday evening, Saturday morning, another town, Saturday evening at another town, Sunday morning at another town, Sunday evening. Then we caught a flight to Boston, and I ran a Boston Marathon on Monday morning, 12 noon. And that was kind of crazy, but unforgettable.
Wow, that is awesome.
So that's how we won the Grand Prix series. As a male runner of the year, and she won the female runner of the year.
Wow, and that's the only time a couple's ever won it.
That's right.
That's great. That's great. So obviously, all of these running adventures and great accomplishments and doing it together, there's got to be not only a great relationship between you two, but a great passion for the sport. What are some things that you feel like you've learned from all of those experiences, maybe that are most memorable to you, or just looking back, like what do you take from all those experiences?
It's all about good health, and I think good health is by mental priorities, and that's what we learn, is you have to make time to have a good health, and to maintain the good health, you got to exercise, whether it's running, walking, and we try to make things interesting so we won't get as bored. We take on bike now, and we do some swimming and some cross training, and we try to make things interesting. Then that's what we learn not to get bored and try not to lose interest. And I think that's kept us the passion of running.
Awesome.
Make things interesting.
Awesome. And since we kind of have been doing the track night and a few things with the Go-Go Running Track Club, you know, how has that kind of sparked your interest in like bringing back some group training to Rome, and what are your thoughts about all that?
Well, the past 2-3 years, 4 or 5 years ago, my knees been bothering me, so you know I took on swimming and some biking, but my time's gotten worse as far as the running is concerned. So, and now being able to join the Go-Go Trek every Tuesday night, it helps me to maintain the pace and maybe improve. I know there's something it's really hard to do. Last routine that you want to do is a lot of sprint and a lot of speed training, which you would, I mean, that's the only way that you're going to get fast is do some speed training and intervals. And I'm glad that the Go-Go Club is doing that. Otherwise, I would have been probably slower and slower. And I think this really helped me to motivate and inspire me to get a little faster.
Yeah, I know it's been really, you know, even though Carmen does most of the work, you know, leading the group, man, she has loved it and received so much benefit in her training.
Yeah.
You know, just because it's hard to come out and do intervals by yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
exactly.
It is.
But when you have a group to suffer with, you know, it just makes it a little bit easier. So, but
I mean, having committed on every Tuesday night, really, you know, every Tuesday night is track night for us. And if we don't have that routine, I know I won't do it.
mm-hmm.
So I'm glad that, you know, we have this speed training night every Tuesday.